Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the quarter-final action of the Paddy Power World Dance Championship. It's coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the quarter-finalists. Would you please welcome in his World Championship debut year, ladies and gentlemen, he's the reigning junior and reigning World Youth Champion, the winner of 5 development tours. It's time to meet and welcome the sensational 16-year-old Luke the Nuke. Gentlemen, into his second World Championship quarter-final, a World Cup semi-finalist, a World Grand Prix finalist. He is taking part in his 15th World Championship. It's time to meet in his 15th World Championship, the history maker, Dolan.
Then quarter-final number 2 for a spot in the semi-finals and to face Voltage Rob Cross there. We have Luke Littler. You all know who he is by now, and if you don't, where have you been? He has taken this tournament by storm. He has dazzled us with his darts. Wins over Christian Kist, Andrew Gilding and Matt Campbell, which were superb, but it was the dismantling of the legend that is Raymond van Barneveld last time out that has got people thinking, can he now go all the way? The 16-year-old is special, so what can he produce here against Brendan Dolan, the world number 28, who has been, like I said earlier, the giant killer this tournament. He got rid of Gerwin Price in a 4-2 win in the 3rd round before a couple of nights ago seeing off Gary Anderson. It was a cracking contest, to be honest with you. Went 7 sets, Dolan just holding it all together. The history maker now a win away from a first ever semi-final here at the Worlds, and despite having to overcome 2 former world champions to make it to the last 8, you just feel his toughest task awaits him here. Well, if the last match is anything to go by, this should be pretty good, shouldn't it? In comms then, for our second quarter-final of the day, I'll hand you over to John Park and Dan Dawson.
Thank you very much, Emma. What a matchup. As you can see, Luke Littler, 2 former world title holders couldn't stop him. A national number 1 in Matt Campbell couldn't stop him. A reigning major champion couldn't stop him. And now it falls to Brendan Dolan. decorator of houses, slayer of giants, and possibly crusher of young lads' dreams. However, what a talent Luke Littler is. Can he do it again and step into the semi-finals? Does the teenager's dream live on, or does it die at the hands of Dolan?
Well, it wasn't a really great opening salvo for Littler here, and Dolan not able to really punish, so Luke can settle down again here.
You expect him to outscore Dolan in this game, but that doesn't necessarily equate to winning the match. Dolan has been excellent at crucial moments throughout this tournament.
Yeah, and as we've just seen, it's a very long match, so there are going to be many a moment. I'm sure some will go each of their ways, but Brendan just has that knack of picking more than his share. And that's what makes him a threat.
And just the way he walked on stage, it was a stroll for Luke Littler. Looks like he already feels at home
97.
on the biggest stage of all. But this, well, there was an option to go to the bullseye. Brendan's pretty old school. He won't incorporate the bull like that very often. So he's coming back to look at 101. One treble combo finish.
94. Brendan require 101.
Yeah, it's a good break opportunity to start his year. And he gets it, the 101 on the double 16. Brendan Dolan, and Littler has a little raise of the eyebrows. And he's starting to realize, I think, Luke, is that the billing that Dolan's received is quite true. So he better get that scoring game going, and really quickly.
And Brendan starting, as he's been all tournament. Deadly when it matters.
80.
Clattering off the flight. And onto the floor. Only his second appearance in quarter-final of the World Championship for Brendan Dolan.
134.
Has gone beyond the quarters in major tournaments. Only the World Grand Prix, though, famously, of course, reaching the final, hitting the first ever double start 9-darter in that event.
Yeah, he beat me along the way in that event. He shouldn't have ever got that chance.
Well, you're in good company, John. He's beaten pretty much everyone on big TV stages over the years. Although, curiously, the only active world champion he hasn't beaten is Rob Cross, who, of course, awaits the winner of this one.
43.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Well, there's a lot of plot for him to get through in this one here already.
41. Brendan require 160.
It's not the explosive start that Luke Littler has enjoyed in the majority of his games so far. Another in there.
125. Luke require 150.
Looking fairly safe back ahead. Well, or is he? He wants to get just the right line at it. He didn't quite achieve that. Maybe step a little further might have helped. But it's Brendan now.
Single 3 for double 16. To be in total control of this opening set.
19.
Miss inside and miss outside. Luke Littler to break straight back. His first chance at the outer ring in this game. Double top.
36. Brendan requires 16.
Well, and we're already seeing, I think, a pace which Luke isn't enjoying compared to the other matches. Brendan much more deliberate, and especially on the doubles. Double 4, double 2.
Game sharp, Saga leg.
2-0 to big stuff.
Third leg looked and throw
Well, Littler had to deal with Andrew Gilding, who's another similarly deliberate player. And that was his, you could say, worst performance of the tournament. He still won it by 3-1.
I think with Andrew, he's deliberate on the approach, but he's a little more rat-a-tat-tat once he gets actually throwing.
Does it matter? Is it just a however long you take all told, or?
Yes, it's the whole package deal, I think. How long you stood back there waiting. How many thoughts can you have in that period of time?
134.
He has been brilliant at that particular skill over the course of this tournament, Luke Littler. If he switches down to the 19s, he has been deadly. Well, that's a Robin Hood. I think Brendan was going for the full 3 there.
I guess you could smile when you're ahead 2-0 in the set, and if you lose the leg, you're going to be coming back with the throw. And that if is looking not like an if.
Luke Littler just a chance to hold his throw with Brendan back in the 300s.
So 100 left for now for the start. Double checking that.
118.
Lovely use of the board from Luke Littler. So for a nice, easy leg for Luke Littler to get into the game, and finally he says,
Full leg, Brendan the front first. Game on.
"13 darter." But Littler's reaction suggesting that he wants more.
16.
He wanted more punishment than that, but it just might do. It's up to Brendan really to assert himself, or he'll lose all the great position he's had in this set, and he's failed to do that. And really, Luke is quite quickly becoming the favorite in the set.
100.
Another. First maximum, and the helicopter finger makes an appearance as Brendan Dolan.
Well,
It's
there's some,
180.
yeah, that's some asserting himself there, and he needed that in the worst way. So I think this set is key to Brendan's hopes in this match. We were talking at the open of the show about, you know, if Luke never gets in danger of losing a match, then he probably cruise control on his scoring and most of his outs.
Well, he has managed to get ahead and run away with games on more than one occasion. And he does get himself down to a 2-dart checkout on the Dolan throw. If Brendan doesn't take this, there is a very real chance this first set is flipped around. He isn't going to take it.
Oh, good third dart though, just in case. Just to keep the set going. Oh, looks like he's looked all tournament up to this match, and it's as if he's settled in officially now. And with the throw, watch out.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Luke Littler's first max of this quarter-final. A first set that Brendan Dolan had his fingers wrapped around, but it has been prized from his grasp.
It's as though his pot of gold's been nicked. They still have to play this leg out. He's that far behind, though. It's like he'll need a major capitulation from Littler to get back and take the set. Well, we know he likes to leave the 170. We've seen it as well all tournament long. Crowd pleasing. Although he does not always go for it.
There's no need to go for it, but he is so far ahead that he might do anyway. Mighty. He's got the option. He's asking him. It's not a committee, Luke. Turns out it was, and they made the wrong decision.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't look so good in the end, but he's got more than enough time to fix it.
Yeah, if Brendan's in the mid-200s there, maybe you think about, I'll go the sensible play. He's got plenty of time. Double 10. Takes the first set, having lost the first 2 legs. The Nuke's engine is up and running, and Ali Pali is on its feet for the teenager once again.
Day 14 here at the Palace, quarterfinals day, and it is not disappointing so far. Our second quarterfinal of the afternoon, Luke Littler lost the first couple of legs in the first set to Brendan Dolan, but he's just reeled off the next 3. He's averaging over 20 points higher than Dolan at the end of it. Littler 98, Dolan about 76. He is a set to the good. If you missed it earlier, by the way, we saw one of the best matches we've ever seen on this stage. Rob Cross came back from 4-0 down to beat Chris Dobie in a tie-break. Right, let's see how this second quarter-final unfolds then. Rejoin John and Dan.
Yes, Luke Littler taking the first set. He has won 15 of the 18 sets he has played at this tournament. He has not been put in the most difficult positions. He was in a tricky position in that opening set, but Dolan didn't capitalise. This is a set where the Northern Irishman has the darts, though, so he will expect himself to level up. But as we've seen, set play, you are never out of it. You could go 4-0 down preposterously and still win.
96.
Well, I'm hoping this doesn't go 4-0 either way. I like matches that are more obviously close. But they couldn't have got much closer than that last one in the end.
54.
You say these things never happen, right? And it could happen twice in the same afternoon. You just don't know.
134.
Well, what does need to happen is Brendan Dolan needs to raise his game. The first 2 legs were all right, but he didn't offer a great deal in the next 3 legs. He was stranded on 46 for the set when Littler took out that check out of 70. Oh, it's good. It's really good. It's real proficiency on that treble 19 for Luke Littler.
Yeah, 212 ahead against the throw. That's a little bit of Brendan not being very good and a lot of Littler being very good. But, well, Brendan's rectified it, left it a doable out.
It's not doable anymore because Littler's tidied that up in 2 darts to break the throw. We said how dangerous he is as a front runner. He is in front and he is running.
Well, he's won the last 4 legs, the longest of which was 14.
134.
Steady darts.
Rude darts.
78.
Here's the story of this tournament. Here's the name on everyone's lips.
60.
I mean, the guy, in the men's rankings in the WDF, he's still ranked number 6 in the world in that. And this is why.
Well, on for a second consecutive 11-dart leg, and he keeps this up in set 2. He could set some sort of a record.
100. Look required 47.
Single 7 for tops. Oh, he's straight into the 16s. A mistake. Which he rectifies on double 10.
The second leg. The next Brendan from first. Game on.
11 darter, 12 darter. The average keeps climbing, and Brendan Dolan is watching this young man tear off into the distance.
I was going to say when he missed the single, he looked human, but he really didn't. It was just too easy the way he cleaned that up. And bish bosh, I'm done. Let me set a average record or something.
More treble 19 destruction from the nuke.
Well, a really good response here from Dolan. Won't just be rolled completely over here in set 2. He has to show the young man that he can throw and that he can live with those sorts of darts. If you don't, he'll just keep throwing them.
Oh, look at him go. Couldn't quite fill it up.
You almost get the impression he has pretty good grouping.
Well, you say with a note of irony in your voice, John, but he really is grouping the darts as well as anybody, isn't he? And that is a valuable skill to have.
And we say that observationally for the fact he's doing it on multiple targets.
Case in point just there. Brendan Dolan's going to need another of these one treble combos. Took out the 101 earlier. He's not going to take the 120.
No, and he's relying on something which just isn't happening right now, which is a Littler miss.
Luke, you require 56.
To tear off into a 2-0 lead. There's a smirk on his face. Why wouldn't there be? Because it is all going Luke Littler's way. 2-0 to the teenager. Quarterfinals day with Odisina Bona Fide Ali Pally Classic. Rob Cross coming from 4-0 down to beat Chris Dobie. He's the first man through to the semi-finals, and at the moment it's the teenager Luke Littler who is well on the way to joining him there. 2-0 up against Brendan Dolan. The Northern Irishman, despite taking the first 2 legs of the match, has not won one since. And there is a gulf between them because Luke Littler is just getting better and better and better. That 106 average is brilliant. The last set was won in 11, 12 and then 14 darts. It is close to 122 average for that 3-leg burst. We know he's got it in him. How much more has he got in him over the course of this game?
You know, I dug a little deeper on those double stats, and Luke 3 of 3 on double in that set, and Brendan didn't get a shot for a double, not surprisingly.
Difficult to win sets in those situations. However, this is Brendan Dolan, a man who we know has the ability to dig deep and fight. He's had too much fight for a couple of world champions in this tournament already, and indeed his World Cup of Darts partner Mickey Mansell, and a real thriller that went all the way to a deciding set tiebreak. At this point in the game, John, with Brendan knows he's not throwing even to the standards he's produced in this tournament so far. What is he trying to do? Is he even coming out here with a plan to win this set? It's Littler's darts. Does he just want to get back to his normal performance levels? Just have something to build upon in this game?
Well, he's just got to get his scoring going, really. Actually, I thought the first couple of legs, obviously won the first 2 legs of the match, and he was looking okay there, but it got away from that when Luke started playing the way he can play. So he's trying to settle himself back into at least the decent sort of scoring where you get the some opportunities. Like he can hit a high out if he has to. He already has the 101 in the match. But if you're not even there, you can't rob anybody.
Needs a treble. Doesn't get it. Littler's got 2 visits from here. It's too easy for him at the moment.
Well, you say that, but it's 12 darts before this visit. It's well off his pace he's had up till here.
33. Sorry, 127. Yeah, got it. Sorry.
We know he likes double 10.
Yeah, tops and tens where Luke Littler likes to do most of his work, although he seems capable everywhere on the board. Capable enough there, double 10 pinned.
Second head round in the front first. Game on. 96.
The other time Brendan Dolan did reach the quarterfinals of this tournament, he did get a bit of a beating from Nathan Aspinall. The Asp winning that one by 5-1.
Well, Brendan would be happy for a set just about now. Of course, sooner than later, so we can build on it, but that set might seem harder and harder as this goes because Luke gets better and better. In the last leg, he held an 18 darts, which was more an abnormal leg for him. And 6 legs before, the worst leg he had was 14 darts.
Legs in this game so far where Brendan Dolan has thrown first, and halfway through them it has not felt like Brendan Dolan has thrown first.
138.
Look, if Luke wins this leg, he's potentially more than halfway towards the semi.
Won't produce the 138. There's a little snarl from the nuke there.
47. 59. Luke required 48.
Single 8 for tops. Well, a couple of misses and Brendan Dolan, an opportunity just to hold his throw. Level this set up, perhaps find a way into this set and with it the match, and also stop this run of legs that he has lost. To the 18 segment. Leaves the ball. Gets the ball. Brendan Dolan stems the tide.
I'm sorry, game short the second leg. Brendan Dolan.
Well, I really like what Brendan did there because the second dart, the 18, he actually put it on the inside wire of the double because he potentially might have left double 16 if he had a double 18, but it was one of those where it was never going to miss outside. He didn't get it, and he didn't hesitate at all. Bang, bull. Really well executed.
Yeah, it's a great route, that. Because not only are you going for the widest bit of a single 18, you're more likely to stay in that segment. If it does slip in the double, you've got a great double to go for. His favourite double.
Yes.
60.
Well, Brendan Dolan is level on the 180 count with Luke Littler in the middle of this third set.
Well, he's waking up.
And it's an opportunity here for Brendan Dolan to break the Littler through. Oh, what a dart.
It's not much of an opportunity to say 6 darts from 261, Dan, but you're quite correct. He's got the 140, and he can do the 121. He's had a 101.
It's a great opportunity now. Brendan may start on the 17s here. Little look at Littler's score. He's not on a finish. He can go whatever route he wants. Now he's over to the 18s. And now he can just set it up and leave double 60. Now, not only is this 3 clear darts at a double for a leg for Brendan Dolan, it's to break Littler's throw and throw for the set. It was all going against him. He had lost 7 legs on the spin.
And now he has a chance to win 2 on the spin.
And he has done. And he's done that one particularly well.
Game on.
This is more like the Brendan Dolan we've seen in this tournament so far.
Let's see the Littler attack, though. It's a must-win leg to keep the set alive. And he burst into action. Brendan likes responding in kind. He won't, though.
58.
Oh, his bubble burst.
Not much to follow the max.
No, I'm actually quite surprised there. Generally punishes very well, the young lad.
Goes down to the 170. Brendan already on a finish, but it is a big one.
Go the classic way, 20s, 18s, but
60.
as a setup visit, slack.
59. Brendan require 104.
Feels an important passage of play, this. Brendan Dolan to take the set. Single 18. Double 16.
72. We can require 111.
Set dart missed. Littler. Oh, look at this. Oh, Luke Littler. 111 check out to break the throw. He's back in charge of this set. He has the darts and he's looking for a 3-0 lead. They're the sorts of shots that Brendan Dolan has been taking out all tournament that have turned matches his way.
Yeah, and then Littler very well opens with the max, which all you can do is keep up with it, if that.
60.
Just when it looked like he might be facing a bit of adversity, he springs into life again. Ton plus finish, 180 start with the darts, and now he's back to strolling around as if he owns the place.
We see the big discrepancy in averages, but really Brendan can navigate that a little bit, but he just hasn't been able to get the job done. He was up 2-0 in set 1. He was up 2-1 here in set 3, but hasn't had that little extra needed to put the set away. Real frustration there.
The white flag being waved by Brendan Dolan in this leg and in this set. The set that he had a dart to win. And Luke Littler was looking to go double-double there. And the danger is you miss outside and he's going to have to use another dart. But again, we're in that situation where he's so far clear, he can kind of do what he wants. If he wants to show off, show off.
58.
Roll with his offhand, whatever he likes here, he's that far ahead.
Double top. It is 3-0 to Luke Littler. A 3-0 set where he blitzed Dolan. 2, which he has won 3-2. And he has been in trouble and then found a gear.
Yes. Well, 20 better on the averages, and
100.
the real point is that Brendan, despite that, has kind of had almost opportunities. That's what he's good at. He's good at being a little bit outplayed, but somehow finding his own scraps. But this time, he's being denied. He's being completely shut down so far. And Littler only 2 sets away from a semi.
60. 93.
Well, Littler, as a teenager, made the England team in the WDF system. His team captain, James Hurrell, has been saying all the way in the build-up to this, he is the best player in the world at the moment, and he could go on and win the whole thing.
I don't think anybody's disputing that possibility at this point.
59.
What, the best player in the world at the moment thing?
The possibility of being the world champion. And ergo, the best player in the world.
96. Brendan require 142.
142 for Brendan. Does he stay there? He does to leave double 11. Brendan Dolan, brilliant check out. Holds his throw. Look, we have already seen a game today where somebody's gone 4-0 down in sets. It isn't a must-win set. You know it is only, it's only a must-win set if your opponent's on 4 sets. But how important it would be for Brendan to get this one and get into the game.
Well, the thing is, if he can get this one, then he's in a position to get the one after that. And then you have more of a regulation sort of a darts match where it's reasonable to say, okay, you can get back in. But as you say, it probably needs, in truth, to start here if it's ever going to start. Leaves the 170.
He is desperate to take out the 170, isn't he?
Well, he might be desperate just to hold his throw here, though. Oh, Dolan stumbles a little, though. Needs a big treble. That was some frustrating miss into the 5s there.
44. Look, require 170.
Not going to take it out here, but he is, of course, a couple of treble 19s. He's done it so regularly throughout this tournament. He's devastating on the treble 20, and when he's blocked that, he's devastating on the treble 19.
99.
Well, he could look at anywhere on the board and put 3 darts very close to it.
He only needed 1 in the double 18, and he's done that.
It's just too easy.
Well, that is a big old discrepancy as well. We thought Brendan would be outscored by Littler. But if he's outscored to this degree, he's just not going to get the opportunities he needs.
Well,
96.
That has let him down, and it's necessitated the timing things to get sets, and he just hasn't pulled it off so far.
60.
And we know the winner of this faces Rob Cross, and if it is Luke, one of the arguments why Rob could deal with him, or some of the arguments, they're basically all along the same lines as why we thought Brendan might have a chance, if any, here. Me probably more strongly than you, but this sort of performance in the face of it
99.
really makes him look good to get to the final even.
Well, he needs to get to the semis first, but he is doing his job, and he's doing it admirably. The average is still over 102 here. He's hitting more than half his darts at double. And it feels like there's still levels. There are still gears to go to.
Luke requires 60.
Well, he's been asked a question here. It's the double 10. So reliable. Gets the break a throw. Now has the throw to put himself one set away from the semis at the age of 16.
Brendan Dolan's managed to hold throw 3 times in this game.
43.
Littler may be going all the way. Back-to-back ton 40s. With the darts. In a leg where you're trying to wrap up a set. It's very difficult to live with.
Well, Brendan's doing what he can. We only saw one visit in this match where he was completely flustered and frustrated.
Logan require 164.
Up to the 20s. Leaves himself 60. He's just taken that out. If he does it again, it's a 4-0 lead in sets and a race to 5.
And one way to be a good, consistent performer and winner is to keep taking yourself down the same roads, the same courses, time after time, and you hit them time after time.
It shows the plan is working. And it is working perfectly. Luke Littler is strolling through this quarter-final. This should be big, this should be huge. And he is just having an afternoon where everything's going to plan.
Well, it is day 14 here at the Worlds, but it is kind of same old story for Luke Littler. He is blowing Brendan Dolan away. That was a 111 in the third set when we kind of thought Brendan Dolan was on a bit of a charge, but the 16-year-old on his World Championship debut is a set away from the semi-finals. Wow. As you can see, by the way, Rob Cross, he is already there. Voltage won the Worlds on his debut back in 2018, and he might well face someone who is trying to do just that this time around. Right, let's see how the rest of this one unfolds and rejoin John and Dan.
4-0 in sets, 1 set required for Luke the Nuke Littler, the teenager, to reach the World Championship semi-finals. He is the holder of the Junior Darts World title and the World Youth Championship title. And if he can get one more set here, he is 2 victories away from holding the World Darts Championship title as well.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And a little bit of pocket money to go with it for lunch.
Yeah, 50 grand in his pocket already for reaching this stage. It would double to 100 grand if he wins this match. But we are going to have to see an even more unlikely comeback than the one we saw between Rob Cross and Chris Dobie from this position.
Well, as you say, we've seen that this afternoon. And maybe it's a lightning storm and it could strike twice or something. I don't know.
Rob Cross was still playing well when he was going 4-0 down to Chris Dobie. Brendan Dolan is not playing like he's played in this tournament. But wait. Brendan is here!
Well, I don't know if he can come back, but he could get a 9-dart leg.
The history maker, the man who hit the first ever double start 9-darter. Could he produce one at the World Championship? No, he can't. Just a little low on that treble 20. But he's not even taking a massive chunk out of it.
Yeah, it's... You know, he's on a 9-dart leg and he only got 60, and we're being critical, but we're right to be. Because Luke's on a double after 12 because he started the leg, and now Dolan might just get that 1 dart at bull, which he's achieved that before. He still could do that. It'll be 19. So you want the treble so he can leave the double six.
Bullseye it'll have to be.
59.
And the bullseye is missed. 6 perfect darts to start the leg.
Require 40.
And Littler allows him back to the board.
Brendan require 25.
Double 8. And he busts his score. It flies into the double 11.
Luke, you require
And Brendan
20.
Dolan, he's not had many opportunities to win legs in this match. That's only the 7th leg he's had darts to win. But he'll get more darts in this one.
I was actually kind of surprised that he couldn't use that first dart at double 10 as a marker, go right alongside it, because we've been praising his most excellent grouping.
Well, that one didn't find its way into double 11. Brendan Dolan does take the gift.
Game on.
A gift he'd earned, to be fair, with that brilliant start to the leg, but perhaps one that he didn't expect he'd have so many opportunities to take.
Yeah, before he got it fully open, it fell in the mud.
He'll accept even dirty gifts at this stage, Brendan Dolan.
Well, chastising himself as he believes he should have had more with that first dart being so good.
93.
And perhaps Luke Littler getting a little anxious as he nears that finish line and realizes the significance of it. And
60.
Sizable sums involved.
Once again, the pressure on Dolan is relentless.
$96. $126. Brendan require 151.
Got to be perfect, and it isn't. And Little will get more opportunities, having missed all those darts in the previous leg.
Yeah, and it's a break-back situation, so completely put him right if he gets this tops. Double 10.
46.
Well, head shaking going on. A little early for that because he's been so good throughout. He'll learn as he gets older. Okay, he wants to be perfect, but you can't be perfect.
Game shots.
Brendan Dolan goes 2-0 up in this set. Is there life in this quarterfinal?
$59.
Dolan did, of course, lead 2-0 in the opening set. He lost that. He was 2-1 up in set 3. He lost that.
92.
Well, the longest match that Luke's played was 5 sets in duration. And maybe this is a factor, and we're seeing him kind of not look quite as sharp right now. Not that he's not physically capable, but it's what you have to bring mentally as well. The focus.
He's missed 8 darts at double in this set so far. Drags the numbers down, but he's still averaging over a ton for the match. It is another excellent display from Littler.
Well, That
58.
leaves Dolan thinking, okay, I have some sort of chance, probably, but I do need to get the 2 big trebles. Oh, what a wonderful first start. On the drift, but he could bring it back in. Yes, he did.
35.
So Luke will be needing this 155.
Now is it time for another ton plus out for Brandon Dolan? If he does, he gets the set.
108.
Looks a good guide for the 54. And he's caught the flight or the dart. It's ended up on the floor. And he will not get a chance to wrap this set up right now.
36.
Luke will get a chance to settle down on the outer ring. Double 8.
Game shot in the third bag.
He was checking that out to see what it looks like inside a double. A little sarcastic.
A ton is good. But do you ever really feel safe against this lad?
99.
Well, you should never feel safe against anybody, but yeah, it's harder against Luke Littler. I agree.
Dolan's turn to have some joy on the treble 19.
Short-lived joy.
140.
Although that could have been worse.
If he's going to get this set, he's really going to have to work for it, Brandon Dolan. But he is working.
80.
And you feel it's this leg with the throw. And he's still in the leg with a good chance here. If he lets this slip, it's very similar to the first set where you don't feel like he's going to get another crack at a double even in the 5th leg.
Littler once again leaves himself the 170. He's guaranteed a look at it, but he may only get a look at that. Oh my. Great adjustment, Brandon Dolan.
85.
Yeah. Does a good enough job. But it's Littler for the 170. Oh, it's so simple. Just that grouping let him down that little bit there, and he picks off the bull to leave tops, and it's a Dolan special needed if he wants to take the set.
Single 18 for tops to get a set. He's still in this, Brandon Dolan. He is not backing down. Luke Littler has had it all his own way for so much of this game, but Brandon Dolan is hanging on.
Well, here at the Palace on quarter-finals day, we've just seen Brandon Dolan get a set on the board against the World Youth Champion. And not an easy feat, it seems, at this year's tournament, but a 118 out doing just that. Dolan trails Littler 4-1 in a race to 5. So can the teenager close out the win and book his spot in the semi-finals, or can Dolan mount a comeback? Let's get back to the action then, and back to John and Dan.
Yeah, getting a set against Luke Littler here at Ali Pali this year has been very, very difficult. Getting 2 sets against him has been impossible thus far. Nobody's managed it, but Brandon Dolan has to win the next 4 to keep his dreams of a semi-final run alive. It looks the tallest of orders. We just saw the Rob Cross miracle comeback from 4-0 down, but he was playing very, very well for those first 4 sets he lost to Chris Doby. Brendan Dolan has shown signs of life, but he's been allowed to with all those missed darts at double from Littler in the previous set.
Yeah, the legs that Brendan won in that set were 17, and 15 darts, and so he hasn't really elevated too much from where he was. It was more about a Littler drop, and it was mostly down to the missed doubles. But getting the set though, that just encourages the morale, and Brendan can elevate from here. That doesn't matter why it starts, but you're still in there, you're still battling, and every set is a clean slate.
Yeah, you can just take it set by set. Unless Littler wins one. And you saw set 2. If he has a little burst like that, this is game over. Dolan is hoping that the nuke does not ignite. He's been threatening that for a long old while in this game. The 162, and it leaves the 140. The old Rob Cross signature shot.
Well, he could stay there, couldn't he?
And he does. Oh, it's beautiful. Just like Rob Cross. 162, 140 out on double 16. Even Brendan Dolan gave that a nod of acknowledgement.
And you just have to think, okay, well, this match isn't too far from over here. And there's fairy tale stories like the first match. And there's brutal horror stories, and that's the terror Dolan's in now. Well, he's resigned by now, but
Luke doesn't need to use the Force. He is the Force. He's an elemental power sweeping aside all before him at Ali Pali. Nobody's getting close to this lad.
Well, Brendan, he doesn't know any better, and he's trying anyway.
58.
Just never know.
Good visit from Dolan.
Yeah, because at 130, now after 9 darts, and he'll have a chance to break the throw. And
Brendan require 130.
likely he needs to do this, or he won't come back, I mean.
There's no guide, and he can't find the treble 20.
58.
Luke Littler
Luke require 80.
to go within a leg. Went on the 16s, and he's straight into the treble 8, so 56 left. And that leaves tops, and it's a nice open bed, and he takes it, and Luke Littler is a leg away from the semis.
Game on.
He's just holding his arm there, Luke Littler. Is just a cause for concern at all?
37.
I wouldn't think so. But as we noted, this is the longest match he's played into this 6th set.
Might just be an itch. Probably the most discomfort he's felt in this entire match.
Or maybe it was a stealth appearance of the Ali Pali Wasp. The only thing in this building that's able to sting him.
Luke Littler telling him to simmer down. I think they thought it was another match. Hit 5 in this game. I mean, he's pretty good going, but it's nowhere near his top level. But it's been more than enough. It's another ton plus average. He's done it again. It's a 162 to leave 140.
Well, I guess we know where he's going next if Brendan doesn't take the 164.
He literally did this 2 legs ago. He could do it again. Oh, it's just the wrong side of the wire.
68. 132. Brendan requires 72.
Well, it is a chance for Brendan to keep the match alive. He's hoping he can get 2 darts for double available. It won't be that. 1 dart to save the match.
32.
And he's unable to do it. Luke Littler, double 4 for a semi-final spot. There is no sign of this teenage dream coming to an end. Luke Littler sweeps aside another brilliant darts player with his own brand of magnificence. Huge performance, another big average, and yet another win on this stage. He goes on and on and on, and it's going to take something spectacular to stop the nuke.
Yeah, he's absolutely at home on the stage is the best way to put it. He loves it up there. He's an artist. I haven't been reminded of a dart player being an artist like this since the early days of MVG. Just any shot he could come up with, he gets them played. He's, well, I say artist, and now he's a photographer.
It should be stressful, it should be difficult to do. He makes this look so easy, and now he's taking selfies. There's 3,500 people in here, lad. You can't do it with everyone's phone. But look how he did it against Brendan Dolan. A 5-1 win, the average close to 102 in a game where he made so much of the running as well. You can see he had nearly twice the number of darts at double than Brendan Dolan. Every single aspect of his game is excellent once again, and once again Luke Littler has shown that the darts he is throwing at Ali Pali this year, if he can sustain it, could take him to the World Championship title. He's on stage with Abby right now.
Wow, Luke Littler on debut through to the semi-finals of the World Championship, the youngest player by quite some margin to reach this stage of the tournament. Has what you've already achieved sunk in at all?
Wow, I'm in a semi-final on my debut. I'm glad to get here, I've earned it. My performances have been well, and I just threw another ton plus average in there with my doubles 47, so it's gone well today as well.
Yeah, your third ton plus average of this tournament. What is it going to take, Luke, to stop you from getting your hands on that trophy?
Well, if I keep it up, I've got a good chance now. Now I am dreaming. I'm 2 games away. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking about lifting the title.
And you raced into a 4-0 lead in that match. You missed 9 darts at double in set 5. How did you recompose during that break?
I've 4-0 up. I just thought you won away. But Brendan come back, won the set, and then we had a break again. But I just wanted to get it over the line. I'm really gutted for Chris Dobie. He went 4-0 up as well. Got the same management, so we couldn't get that semi-final, but I'm sure I'll bring it home for ZXF.
Your board management is absolutely ridiculous. Would you say that aspect of your game is up there with the best players in the world?
100%. My board management's probably one of the best. I know what I'm going for. I know what to set up.
Next up, you've got Rob Cross. He won this tournament on debut in 2018. Do you take inspiration from what he achieved?
He was unbelievable on debut as well, and so have I. So looking forward to playing Rob tomorrow night. Didn't quite waking up at 9 in the morning, so tomorrow chill and come back for the evening.
And just finally, we saw you looking at your arm. Have you been stung by the Ali Pali wasp?
I don't actually know. I seen it fluttering about there, but I had to focus and get over the line, but it is plotting about here.
Not even the wasp can stop you. Very well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Littler!
Well, you just wonder who can when he continues to play like that. At the age of 16, Luke Littler is into the semi-finals of the biggest tournament in this sport.